And we are live. Hello, everyone. This is Tony. Welcome to Show Me Your Pick, the Steel Panther edition. All right. Got the gang all
Hey, Tony.
here.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Oh, shit. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Sorry. Tony, you should have them now. Okay.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yep.
How you guys doing?
Awesome.
I'm busy.
Awesome.
Living the dream.
Nice to see you guys. How's the week been?
It was a long week, so I'm happy it's Saturday.
Yeah.
I
Definitely
do concur.
glad to be here spending it with you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat.
Absolutely.
Technical
Sandra,
difficulties.
That's
working
all right.
hard and quickly.
But we got it. Yeah, we're good now.
We got it.
Everything's-
Yeah, we're a couple of minutes late. Thanks
We're good.
for hanging out. Yeah.
Thank you, Sandra, though. That was fast and impressive.
You are
All
too
right.
kind. Steel Panther. What a fun band.
Steel Panther. We're going to have a good time
Oh,
today. And we got a special guest.
Cool.
We do. Sweet.
We got a
Love
special
guest.
guest.
I
Yes.
like special guests.
And I just love him.
We all do.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. Okay. Steel Panther. Who we got in the chat, Sandra? I see a couple of new names in there.
Oops. Oh, man.
Hmm.
In the chat, Andrea L. Hello.
Welcome,
Brenda,
Andrea.
of course. Fruitcake Tony, of course. We have CK. Favorite Pantera album and song, that would be Far Beyond Driven, Slaughtered. Leslie Bevan. Hello. He is from the UK.
Yeah.
John
Welcome.
MANKUTA.
Welcome.
John MANKUTA is in the chat.
Cool.
John's in the chat.
Hi,
Really?
John.
All right.
Welcome, John. Nice to see you in
Hitman
the
Dwight
chat.
Bailey is in the house.
Dwight.
George Lackey, hello. Hal Face, we're live. And yeah, we have 9 watching, 7 thumbs up. So thank you so much for that. If you think about it, subscribe to the links below. I'll be posting some in the chat shortly. So thanks for tuning in. In case you didn't know, this episode is Steel Panther. We have a surprise guest and a trivia pick giveaway coming up, so stay tuned. I guess we go to commercial.
do. Yep, let's show everybody what the trivia winner is going to get today. We're going to have a Steel Panther question later in the show.
And this is what you're playing for, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
Nice. That looks well used.
It does.
Great
That's
picture.
really cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
you're muted, Tony.
That's right. We're admiring his nicely manicured fingernails. He really
Thank
does have nicely manicured fingernails, at least on those
Yeah.
2 that you show.
Better than mine.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I'm excited to bring in our special guest. Ladies and
Ooh.
gentlemen,
Go ahead.
you guys know him from the TV series Lost, or as how I knew him from the memorabilia show Hollywood Treasures. He appeared on Veep as well. We hang out every Tuesday night on Talking Guitars and 80s Metal He's a heck of a great guy. I'm so happy he's here to hang out, shoot the shit with us, talk Steel Panther. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only John MANKUTA.
Hey! I'm so happy to be here with all you guys.
So great to have you here.
Let's see. Let's look through the roll call. We got Fruitcake Tony, my man. We got Ben Tom. We got Brendan Buttcheeks. And, of course, my girl, Sandra Pokorney. Pokorney. Me love you long time.
We love you long time.
And hey, everyone. Hey, everyone in the chat. And including Leslie in the UK and Andrea in Germany. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
And I didn't come empty-handed, Tony. I brought something very special that the audience is gonna love. We'll show them later. Steel Panther related. Better than even having Satchel himself in a box. I mean, this is big stuff.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Very excited.
So we'll show that later.
Nice. Hello, Hack.
Hey.
What's up, Hack?
The hack is back.
Always nice
hack
to see
attack.
Hack. How's things going, John? Good to see you, sir.
I'm playing with my light. I'm so used to doing nighttime shows that the lights are all different. So I'm sorry if I look like I'm in a cave in Beirut. It's so dark here.
No.
You're gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Oh, I look gorgeous. And look who I got with me. My buddy Blue Rhino.
Aww. We love you.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Blue Rhino.
Yeah, I know. You can't tell in this light that he's blue. Jesus, look at this.
There you go, John.
There we go. Bang Energy Drink, my favorite sponsor. Today, I'm actually drinking
Thomas Santiago. Hello.
Mocha Madness. You can't tell because of the light, but that's my Bang Energy Drink today.
I bet that's delicious.
It is good.
I'm working on the Blue Haze.
Blue Haze.
With the peach mango on deck.
They got a couple of new flavors they sent me, so I'm going to be showing them off on Tuesday on Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live.
Nice.
New flavors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is my pick of choice.
I got a new flavor.
Swiss Picks.
Cool.
Swiss Picks. I love these things. These are my pick of choice.
They got to make a John MANKUTA flavor Bang energy drink. You know, well,
all the girls be like, it's salty, it tastes like jizz. It tastes like jizz.
Maybe that came out wrong.
Blue
Rhino. It could be Blue Rhino. No,
Blue Rhino will be the flavor name. That's very fun.
Here you go, John. Here's my new picks.
Nice. Can I send you a dick pic? I love it. I'll bet that's actually the size of my real one, too.
That's funny.
It's not funny. It's actually pretty sad.
Well, it could be sad.
Yeah, it is. Trust me. Welcome to my life, my miserable life. But I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you and nice to see you, as always.
Yeah, same here, man.
I have a question, if I may. John, how's your mother?
Oh boy. Well, as she's as well as any Yenta in Jewish motherland is. Every day it's a new problem. Usually involving my father, a woodpecker, or something that has to be rolled out to the curb. So, oh John, I hear you going on Fruitcake Tony's show. Why do they call them fruitcake? You know, fruitcakes get stale at Christmas. I don't even like fruitcakes. They have nuts. And those little cherries, they're artificially covered. Those will give you cancer. Don't eat fruitcake. And certainly don't eat Fruitcake Tony. Yeah, she's great. She's great. Thank you, Sandra, for stressing me out a little further. I hear my mother's name and I start breaking into hives.
Oh, come on. We love her.
Oh no, we absolutely love Mama MANKUTA. But you asked how she was, so I'm going to give you that answer. CK wants to know why you called Fruitcake Tony.
Why? Well, I don't know. I guess it's an offshoot of a Van Halen reference, possibly, because everybody in the world is called John Henry 5150, Albert Lee 5150. So there you go.
So it's named after that song, Everybody Wants Fruitcake, which you'll find on a B-side of Van Halen 3 that nobody bought. So
I bought it.
I think you and Gary Sharon's mother bought a copy, and the rest of us just downloaded it off of LimeWire for free, and we still felt ripped off.
Oh, Lord.
LimeWire, I remember that.
14.4 modem and LimeWire. You're there for 3 days.
Well, I didn't want to say Napster and sound old, so. Mitch Heyman coming into the chat.
Hey, Mitch.
If you're watching, take a second and leave a thumbs up on the video because it doesn't cost anything.
That's right. It's totally free.
Yeah. Much like LimeWire was.
Leaving a thumbs up. You can support the channel by commenting on the video. You can support the channel by sharing the video. It doesn't always have to be about money.
And subscribe.
Yep.
Subscribe doesn't cost any money.
That's right. Much appreciated. Share this on your social media.
Share the shit out of this video.
Let me just answer CK because he's really, really curious about the fruitcake aspect of it. When Tony was a kid, he was abused like a lot of us were. You know, some dads used to beat their child with a hairbrush, some of them a phone book, some of them a hose or a switch off a tree. Tony's father, they didn't have a lot of money as a family, so there was a stale fruitcake left over from 3 Christmases ago, size of a phone book. And he's like, well, I'll hit you with this. And no, father, no, not the fruitcake. No fruitcake. And, you know, the neighbors used to hear that. And they're like, that's Fruitcake Tony, you know, the father with the fruitcake. So ever since then, it's a traumatic name, but he wears it as a badge of courage in standing up to the traumatic childhood he had.
Right. It's like it's a child being kissed by your overweight aunt who has a mustache.
and that's how our friend Mike got the name Mustache Mike, because he's clean shaven.
Oh boy.
And Tony, her low-hanging cleavage just runs into your face as she's kissing you too.
Your face, your knees.
Come give your auntie a kiss. Come give your auntie a kiss.
I'll give your auntie a kiss.
Your knees.
Not the mole. Not the mole.
Oh my God.
You're kind of hanging on to the mole for dear life. The hair that's hanging off of it is like a vine that you're swinging on, like, you know, a kid in a tire on a rope, you know?
Yep.
Come give your auntie a kiss. Come give your auntie a kiss.
That was her nickname, Auntie Rope Swing.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'm sorry.
What mole?
Oh boy.
Everybody get their copy yet?
I have not.
I did not. No,
I have not. You know what it is? Rolling Stone and a lot of the publications lately, the articles they put about Eddie after he passed away, which is a little over a month now, they're just a lot of rehashing of the wrong stuff they've written over the years anyway.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like, wait, didn't you write an article like this in 2016? Oh, yeah, but we freshened it up. We changed we had the editor change the words Eddie is to Eddie was. See, so it reflects his passing. It's like, it's terrible.
The only good stuff out there right now is by our very own Steve Rosen. His stuff. It's unheard. You can go to his channel and hear those unheard interviews that he just posted in the past month. And there's much
really
more
good.
to come too. A lot more to come. Never heard before stuff. So
Yeah, and that's great stuff because when you unearth stuff we haven't seen that is time stamped of, hey, this was 2012, this was 1980. It's better because now it's just stuff we know. Okay, it was in the past, but we never saw it. It's like an unreleased track on a CD. We're hungry for that stuff. But don't put out a new Rolling Stone, Eddie cover and make us think his last interview with us. No, it wasn't. It was, back in 2006. You're rehashing an article.
Yeah, I know Wolfgang went off on Us Magazine because they posted an interview supposedly recent with, Valerie, and he goes, that's not an interview recently with my mom. First of all, you got everything wrong. Second of all, that's from like 14 years ago. He's like, go do your homework.
Yeah, you read the article. It's like my son Wolfie, he's 8 now, and he's like, wait, what? What the hell? Didn't anyone even proofread this?
Yep.
They just want to be first, getting stuff out there.
Yeah, it's just a cash grab. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, look, don't be first, be best. Yeah. I will buy an episode of an issue of Guitar World Special Eddie Van Halen edition if you show me stuff that has not been aired or a best of, and you announce it as a best of, some of our favorite early interviews. I'll buy all that stuff. I'll give you my money. Take my money. But don't go off like, hey, we got something new on Eddie, and it's just a retread pretending to be something new.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, it really ain't working.
CK wants to know Eddie Van Halen or Jimi Hendrix. The correct answer is both. Sure. Jimmy came on board. He set the table. He started cooking the dinner, and then Eddie served the main course. And that's it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. It's the next progression. It's the realistic answer. Yeah. And again, my opinion, yours may vary, but I feel that Eddie was the progression, next step evolution of guitar past Jimi Hendrix. Eddie was an innovator, he was an original, he was an inventor. I mean, all of those things combined just basically took Jimmy, who was already up here, and went to guitar the next level here that we couldn't have even imagined. So the answer is both, just different time periods of evolution.
I think it's a great way to put it too, because I think both of them, if you looked at their peers at the time, for both Hendrix and for Eddie Van Halen, all of their peers at the time both looked at them the same, like, who is this alien that's like 1,000 times better than all of us? You know what I mean? Like, not sure. Of this time. Like, they were both way advanced for their time,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and people have been asking me for the last month, hey, MANKUTA, who do you think is the best guitarist alive today? And my vote, of course, again, there's a lot of right answers. My personal vote goes to Steve Vai.
Interesting.
Again, you can give other answers and they'd probably be right too. Just a matter of opinion. But Eddie, there was not a lot of opinion. It was a fact.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see. Music Therapy. Laz in the chat. How are you, man? Mitch Heyman in the chat. Thank you, Mitch.
What's up, Laz?
Guitar Hack says Nuno Betancourt. Again, there's no wrong answer. It's all a matter of taste, and you could balance debates in a lot of ways right now of who's great. Some other people, hey, Brian May is great. Okay, he's a solid player. Do I think he's Steve Vai or even for that matter Nuno? I don't, but I think he's a great player. Some people could say George Lynch or Warren DeMartini. I mean, there's a lot of interesting answers. Satriani, Bonamesa, but again, when it comes to like Jimi Hendrix and Eddie Van Halen, you know, two gods.
It's over after that, right?
Yeah, Mitch Heyman said basically what I was saying, not taking anything away from Jimi Hendrix, but I think Eddie just took it to a notch higher. That's totally the way I look at it. The next step in evolution.
And you don't know if Jimmy lived longer, you don't know where he would have gone, you know, but
same with Randy Rhoads.
Right, exactly. You know, exactly. You never know, but they did put something out there and
Guthrie Govan,
you know.
Yeah,
definitely,
sure.
Guthrie Govan,
Tom Morello. Laz brings up Tom
Ricky's
Morello.
shouting names from the living room.
Yeah, Morello's good. I mean,
Ricky's in the back.
I personally think if you're
Janice.
He loves
Janice.
Janice. I love Cece too. Janice Lala.
Hi, Janice.
Guthrie Govan's he's pretty scary.
If you're torn and making money like those guys did, you gotta be good. You know?
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, I always said that CeCe DeVille gets the worst rap in the world because of how he looked in the 80s. We were all wearing makeup. A lot of us had makeup and guy liner and whatever.
Well,
I love CeCe.
Well, the other thing too is you play to the part. It doesn't mean that's all you can do. And I wish people in the general public would realize that, like, just because you do a comedic part doesn't mean you can't do a serious part. Just because he plays this kind of guitar doesn't mean he can't play other stuff. You know what I mean?
That is a good segue into Steel Panther because Satchel is an amazing guitarist. And,
real name for those that don't know, Satchel's real name is Russ Parrish.
Right.
And he's an amazing player. Of course, he's playing a role. He's doing an acting gig right now as Satchel, the character in Steel Panther. And you know what? It's making him a living. And that's what we all want to do. You know?
They're having a ball. Yeah. They're having fun, and they're making
they've been having a ball for years and years.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
I just did a video on the guy, so if you get a chance, check it out.
Yes,
I was going to say, if you don't believe it, look at Pete Thorne, the guitar player, you know, who's played with, you know, Chris Cornell in the past. He's played with, you know, all these big artists, Don Henley. And he said he was at Musicians Institute, GIT, when Russ was there. And he was like, oh, Russ smoked everyone. And this is Pete Thorne saying this, like, phenomenal player himself. And he's like, oh, no, Russ blew me away. He took lessons from Russ. He's like, no, he's the real deal, man. Like,
Russ can play. He's a player.
The thing about playing a role, you know, you look at the Brady Bunch. Let's give a universal example for everyone who might not be familiar with this band or this artist. Let's look at the Brady Bunch. Everyone knows the Brady Bunch. The actor that played Mike Brady, the father in the show, he's a classically trained Shakespearean actor. He's an amazing actor, and yet the role that made him a fortune of money and paid his bills is Mike Brady, a very basic you know, that's a very basic role. He always looked at those scripts and said, this is beneath me. I have to scold Peter for playing ball in the house. It doesn't matter. You're getting paid to do a certain role. That's your bread and butter. Forget if you could do Othello to a T. That's not what you're getting paid for. You're getting paid to be Mike Brady. And this is where we segue to Russ. Russ Parrish is getting paid to be Satchel. Could he be a better, more classical, more complex? Could he be the next Yngwie Malmsteen? Maybe he can, but that's not what he's getting paid for. That's not where he found fame and success and money. That's not what pays his bills. Satchel pays his bills.
Right. Well, I think, too, now that particular band is going to be the way of it in the hard rock world. It began as a parody. They put out their music. It's great music. They tour. Everybody loves them. Each band has their stage image. I think that they're going to keep this image, but still do new music, still hit the road. And I think that this is going to be the model of hard rock as we know it down the road.
I mean, it's hard because hard rock in general is not popular right now. You know, what we here in the audience grew up with is a different world right now. We're not looking at, hey, we got to get a record deal. We got to get it on the radio. We got to play at the Rainbow. That's not today's world. Today's world is we don't play instruments. We sample everything. It's a dance song and it's free to download. And that's today's world. So bands like that are coming out now with new music like Steel Panther, count on us as fans to buy the CD or download the song and not cheat them, and watch a video they'll make for a lot less than they did in the 80s. And that's really where heavy metal is today. So Steel Panther is portraying the joke of, hey, this is what hair bands were in the 80s. But for us, it's like, hey, they're also really a good band.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, well, I think that there's going to be more hard rock acts like this. So, yeah, I love my
cool
80s hard rock. So the more they hang around, the better. Yeah, I wish it was a lot of bands like them out now.
There are some, but a lot of them are from Europe. You look at Heat. I always push them. And then Mitch Heyman brings up a really good point in the chat. You guys may think I'm nuts. But there are a lot of YouTube guitarists that are as good as any big star guitar player. I don't think you're nuts. We're in an age now where, in the 80s, you'd show up on the Sunset Strip. They'd be like, oh, my God, who's that player? But now in a world of social media where the world is so small, you got, Phoenix Vanderweeden. We're always, promoting her. She's an incredible guitar shredder that, is as good, I dare say, as someone like Reb Beach. And, she's putting out her own CDs that people are first starting to discover. Josh Jones, an incredible guitar prodigy. I have no better words to describe him. He can play Eddie Van Halen behind his head. I mean, he's incredible, and I could go on and on. There are plenty of YouTube
support your
heroes.
bands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and Sandra just pointed out Phoenix's second CD out now. You should check that out. If you don't know who she is, look her up. Yeah, really worth it. Really worth it.
Yeah, very worth it.
Yeah.
I got my ears back now.
Welcome, Sandra. They're lovely ears.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah. That's it. That's what we were just saying.
Yep. $12.48. You can't beat it. Buy 2. Buy 3.
I've only heard
it's Christmas. It's Christmas time. Time for stocking stuffers. Yeah. Don't be cheap this Christmas. Don't cheap out.
Don't be buying masks for everybody. Buy them music.
Well, buy masks too. Buy masks too.
Buy whatever you can to get out.
Nothing would stock his stuffing better than Phoenix's new CD, the new AC/DC CD, and a mask. That stocks my stuffing. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything but the new song from AC/DC. I know
I'm so glad they sound like AC/DC.
I know. It's amazing. That song's been amazing. I know.
A new album comes out and there ain't been one in a while. You're never sure if it's going to be what you want it to be, because if somehow they change their sound, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, this sucks. But no, AC/DC sounds like AC/DC.
We decided to try something different this time, sort of a mix of grunge and dance, sort of a hip-hop grunge mix for a new experimental sound for our audience that'll certainly oh, you hate it, right? All right, well, we have this instead. Put this one out then. And that's the beautiful thing about the new AC/DC. It sounds like classic AC/DC. Yes. It's the same 4 fucking chords, and that's all I want. I want to see him hopping around with a little SG in a schoolboy outfit. I want to hear Brian. I want to hear Brian go. And that's it. New AC/DC. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. Man. You've been thunderstruck. That's all I want. That's all I want to hear. Father's about to rock! Fire! Yeah, that's all I want. And yes, Mitch Heyman, Hanukkah too. I'm of the Jew tribe, boy, but I celebrate both because I like presents.
I don't know, CK. I'm
Thank
hoping
you, Leslie.
2021.
Thanks for
Leslie,
joining
we
us.
love you. Watch the reruns to catch the other half of the show.
There you go.
CK wants to know, will we see gigs again in 2021 or 2022? That all depends if you wear your masks. We social distance. We all feel the vaccine is safe. We take the vaccine and, a lot of time. So your guess is as good as mine. My personal guess would be 2022.
Yeah, I'm thinking at least the summer when they can be outside. I don't think there's going to be any indoor concerts or shows until, I think John's right, 2022. Yeah.
What do the rest of you guys think? Go around the room.
Next year, I was hoping about next year, but the way it's looking, it's going to be a wash. Unfortunately.
Sandra?
I think it'll be 2022.
Tommy?
My heart wants 2021, but my brain tells me at least 2022.
At least, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're spoiled. We're some of us are fighting masks. Some of us will fight the vaccine. Some of us will just, everything's a conspiracy. Whatever reason, we're all not going to cooperate so fast.
You nailed it, John. I don't get this. Even if you, I'm not going to get angry, but even if you think it's a conspiracy, just wear the damn thing. It's not going to hurt you to do that for someone else. Like, I don't get the selfishness of some people.
It's going to help open up the country.
If it's going to save someone's mom, like, let's
just simplify it. Yeah. The election's over. If you're an American, if you're around the world, there is no election. So let's just look at the science of it, forgetting every politic of every country, and just say, okay, do I want to get the world back on track with our economy and shows and seeing my grandma and my parents? Yeah. If the answer is yes, just for a little while, put on a mask and just, 6 feet apart from each other. And then hopefully we'll all meet at NAMM and we'll see each other at the Motley Crue show and,
go to that good Italian restaurant.
Yeah, I mean,
here's my question though. With last year being a wash, this year, looking a year down the road, if the numbers don't go down, looking at music though, looking at making music, going to see live music, how they make their living, how I consume my entertainment. I like live music. I like to watch good bands in little venues, clubs, etc. I like big, huge outdoor, big tours. What is COVID gonna, I hate that word, what is it gonna do to the whole musical landscape? I mean, I'm used to getting my music like I want it. Who played last night? All my bands played last night. I can watch last night's show on YouTube, at least some songs. I can watch every show of the whole tour every night, and I don't have to be there. There's no live music. Concerts are a thing of the past. What the hell is going to happen to music?
The problems you're facing right now, let's just go down the line. Making music. Some people now are at home and they have more time to do writing individually, but they can't meet with their bandmates. They can't, meet at a studio. They can't rehearse. They can't try things out. They could do a couple of things on Zoom, but at the end of the day, you can't really make albums. Okay, so that's number one. Number 2, live music. All the tours that got canceled, all the people that didn't get paid, all the promoters that lost a fortune, all the people that some didn't get refunds, all the venues that have big bills to pay that are no longer making income that will close, all the corporations like Live Nation supporting these promotions and these bands, whatever, management, production facilities for music, they're all making no money, and we all still have bills. We all still have rent or mortgage or got to feed your family, whatever it is. So you're going to have a very, very hard time to survive until we all at some point get together and swallow the shit pill. We've got to just, at some point, you got to say, okay, we're going to close a little here, then reopen, then we'll close a little here and reopen, and you'll take the vaccine, but you won't, and I'll wear a mask and you won't. We've all got to get on the same page, because eventually all we're doing is just repeating. We're not going to get through this until we all get tired of these little shutdowns and little mask wearings and little spurts of vaccine. We all got to get on the same page at some point, because until then, there will not be a stadium tour. There will not be a Kiss end of the road tour. And keep in mind, these guys we like are getting really old. Kiss cannot wait 5 years and then go back on the road. They're just going to not come back. Look how sexy Sandra looks with a mask on. And let me tell you something. Sandra's pretty, but if you guys and girls out there are ugly, this is your time to shine. You can go out and socially distance meet people, and you're jacked up and missing teeth. You're overbite lip. You're big a freaking honker with the wart on it. No one's gonna see it now. And even if you've got ugly eyes, you're 6 feet apart, and everyone's so lonely and so horny, they still want to meet you, so they're waving. Hey, I know we're socially distanced, but can I get your number? Yeah, sure. And this is your time to shine, to take advantage of this. But seriously, at some point, it's going to just be a lot less opportunity to see live music, especially of the bands we grew up with and want to see continuing the tours that were canceled in 2020. We're going to lose a lot of opportunities.
Motley, Mick hadn't got a lot more years left to wait either,
Who does? Van Halen died at 65. Do we see that coming? We didn't see that coming. Who's next?
Yeah.
How long? And again, I don't want to curse anyone by putting this out there into the universe, but let's just say, guys, like, you want to see Kiss, you want to see Alice Cooper, you want to see Motley Crue, you want to see Poison, Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, Ozzy's sick. How long is Ozzy gonna? He's got Parkinson's.
Right.
What's the point that he's not going to be able to do recordings or a live one-off show? Or, I could go on and on and on. And again, God bless the health of all these people we love. But at some point, we've got to face reality. How long do we want to go through the world being shut off?
Yeah.
It sucks.
It is strange going a whole calendar year and not going to any concerts, not going to any baseball games. Like, holy moly.
The cardboard people were watching the World Series in the seats I wanted to be in.
Right. The last live show I saw was John 5 in last February. So I don't know, and that was the last one. And I missed live music so much,
I'm so horny for live music. I'm ready to see the Wiggles right now. Anything. I'm sitting there with a jewelry box just to see the thing pop out. Anything right now.
I hate to admit that I've met the Wiggles. I'm serious, Sean. When my son was little, one of his friends was a Make-A-Wish kid, and we met the Wiggles. They're freaking great. Those guys are amazing.
I'll tell you what they are is smart and rich. Because if you said, hey John, dress up like a slimmed down Teletubby, we'll pay you $1 million a year. You bet. You bet. I'll go in front of kids. Blue is my favorite color. Blue is blue for me. Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely for sale. I will absolutely sell out. If you're watching right now and you're in and saying, who can I get to wear this costume for a children's show? It's a son of Snuffleupagus. Who would be stupid enough to wear? I'm the moron right here, raising my hand. I'm for sale. I'm totally a sellout, ready to go.
Great. Yeah. Why not? You know.
Look at this. Hal Face is in the chat. I had Alice, Tesla, and Blue Oyster Cult tickets this summer. I want that show so bad. Oh my God. To see these bands live, of course.
Yeah. Heck
I'd
yeah.
love to see BOC, man. That'd be awesome.
Amazing.
Everyone's got to see Alice Cooper at some point in their life.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great show, too.
We got a couple new people in the chat. Everybody watching, where are you watching from? If you could let us know in the chat. I'm curious.
Yeah, leave the specific address and let me know what you're having for dinner, because somewhere I'm going to go tonight and surprise you with my presence at dinner if the food sounds good.
Well, I don't know if you're going to go to England, John. That's where Leslie is.
Depends if Leslie knows how to make good fish and chips.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Leslie Beavis is my last live show with Steel Panther in February.
Nothing John would do would surprise me at this point.
Yeah, I've done really stupid things in my life.
No.
Yeah, trust me. Listen, hey, I'm not alone. Tony's done really stupid things in his life too. So is Sandra. They both invited me back on their show. So
Two times.
Yeah, mistakes definitely happen.
Third.
Sandra was talking to Gary the other day. She's like, never again, book MANKUTA. Never again. Let him on our show. Seriously.
Hey, Brian, what's up?
Never again.
That's funny.
And Leslie even says it right. She's like, of course I can cook proper fish and chips. The word proper being in that sentence lets me know she knows what she's talking about, that she's the real deal, that she can cook them proper. Because not just, I could cook fish and chips. No. She knows what proper chips look like. She knows the proper batter. She knows exactly what she's doing. I'm on a plane there. As soon as this COVID crap is over, set me a table, Leslie. I'm there. I trust her now.
John, did I tell you, I don't know her real name, but I'm assuming it's Shauna Marie. Shauna Marie sings.
Sure.
She lives in England, and when I lived in England, she goes to the same, like her local pub every week is the exact one I went to. And she's like, no, come on, really? So I started describing, this is masseuse on the corner and then this little laundry place. She goes, you really did live there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not making it up.
Oh, that's funny.
But
Shauna's awesome.
Yeah.
Shauna's awesome.
So I'm like, how's my pub,
It's like Lemmy's seat in the rainbow. It's your pub, Wait a sec. Whoa, Tom. Raise that can up again, please. You traitorous son of a...
That's all I had.
We need to get you some delicious Bang energy drink.
I know.
Bang, the specific drink that I promote.
This is all I had. That's why I was trying to keep it covered.
There you go.
I didn't cover it enough. I have to put
That's right. You're lucky I'm wearing pants and keeping everything covered tonight.
John, I know what you got to do as your tchotchke, as your merch. You got to make beer koozies, but they're tall enough for the 16-ounce cans, like tall beer koozies.
Oh, that's fun. And pink ones.
Yes.
That
would be
fun.
Awesome.
That's smart, actually.
Just call it the pink sock.
You got to make some shirts, John.
The pink sheath.
You got to make some shirts on your night on Johnny Beans.
Let me tell you something. Cobra Kai Platoon has made some of the coolest T-shirt designs that I will be making. I will absolutely make a couple for Paulie and Johnny, and absolutely, because you know what? I get so many requests for them for like a Mama MANKUTA shirt or stuff like that. I absolutely will make merch because
he does. He makes some good stuff, man.
Absolutely. He's Cobra Kai. If you're watching, you're awesome, man. He's genius. He's brilliant.
He is.
Just brilliant.
Very cute.
Hello, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. Topeka, Kansas. Welcome. Let's see. Where's everyone else from? Let's see. Actually, Janice is right. Shauna lives up or lived at one point in Johnny's area up in Northern California, where the fires were. At one point, maybe she lived in England, but she doesn't now.
Oh, maybe she's talking about where she used to live then.
Yeah, that's possible. Because right now, Janice is right. Shauna does live. Because I remember Johnny and I were messaging her when they had a lot of fires in Northern California to see if she was okay.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
It must have been where she lived before then, but it was funny because we knew the same place.
No. Hey, listen, I've lived in Prague for a time. I've lived in France and Paris. I mean, I've stayed, weeks at a time or a month and a half at a time in places abroad that I'd frequent regular restaurants, and people will be like, "Where's that hotel you lived in?" Or when you were in Hawaii for a year, where's the fish restaurant you liked? And yeah, sure. And I'm a foodie, so I'll note restaurants more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
CK wants to know, do you all still dine out in restaurants and bars, or do you mostly take out and bring it home? Yes.
Yeah, I tell you, I haven't been in a restaurant since it locked down. I still get takeout. I get it all the time.
Yeah, I do take out too. I do.
You got to support support as much as you can, because they got to stay. They got to stay working,
Yeah, and you want to go back to your favorite restaurants when this nightmare is all over.
Oh,
you want to support the small business.
Some of mine
it is kind of nice. It is nice wheeling up, hitting the horn, beep beep. They run out to get your order. You sit there and wait, and then they bring it out, and I kind of like that.
I mean, curbside pickup is really
full service
right now. It's
huge. Yeah, or DoorDash or one of the
Uber Eats.
My son was doing DoorDash for a while, so he liked it. You make your own hours, whatever.
Well, you can also pick at the French fries, and no one complains. You're driving the order over, and it's like, didn't I order fries with the burger? No. Wait, yeah, they sent you a fry.
Yep.
John, let me ask you a question. Have you ever met these guys in Steel Panther before?
Yes. I met Satchel at NAMM. I specifically went up to him because I said, "Hey, I have a guitar that used to belong to you." And he's like, "Really? Which one?" And I showed him a photo, and he's like, "Oh my God, you have that guitar? You have that guitar? I have a poster of me playing that guitar over my bed. And for years, I had no idea where it ended up. And I was like so crazy to see if I'd ever see that guitar again." And he was so excited. And I have photos of us hanging out at NAMM and talking about it. And I had him sign the cavity cover of the guitar.
Cool.
So there's Lexi.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. Look at that.
That was cool.
I love Steel Panther.
Yeah, they're great, man.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, and again, this is my style of humor. I love that twisted, perverted, dirty parody song humor. That's my wheelhouse. So like when they do it and they actually play their instruments and sound great,
yeah,
that for me is perfect. I love seeing Steel Panther.
Yep.
And girls flash their boobs at their shows by request, and I love boobs. So
right. Yeah, I saw them last year, locally.
Boobs.
There you go. The shocker.
Steel Panther.
The shocker pick.
Boobs or Steel Panther?
Both, but
Both,
Steel Panther.
I love that pick, the shocker. I survived 2012, and all I got was the shocker.
The shocker.
Well, that's the shocker. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
It is.
That's
the Neapolitan.
It's 2 in the baby hole, 1 in the maybe hole.
Nice. Is that what a stick's? It sticks. There it is. That's a stick. That's cool that they have the logo on the stick.
That is cool.
I caught a drumstick from Gus of Trickster. He threw it out into the audience and watched me catch it in midair, and he like gave me a thumbs up. And there's nothing on the stick; it's just a stick. And I'm just like, oh, there's no logo or nothing. I'm like, no one's ever gonna like know what this is, you know. But it's cool, you know. There we go. Now, what is this, Tony? This is a promo flyer.
Nice.
Yeah, signed by them.
Mini
Cool.
poster. That's cool. They
Yeah.
have some great merch at the House of Blues, where they were the house band for a while.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love the meat hat, otherwise known as a meat helmet.
Meat helmet.
They have good
Brian
content
Spalding,
too
welcome.
on social media. They have great content. Like Michael Starr has some stuff with his wife singing. You know, like in the garage they're singing, and his mom or her mom walks by. I don't know if you saw that. It was great. They were doing like "Shallow" from, you know, the movie. I can't think of the movie name, but anyway, yeah, it's all of them have good stuff on social media.
Mitch Heyman wants to know, is Steel Panther the band that Cameron Cooper played with?
Yes, it is. He played with them twice, actually.
Oh, twice. Yeah.
Yeah, he got up on stage. 17 girls.
I saw
in a
that
row
on
there.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yep.
If you've never
Definitely.
seen Steel Panther live, and I highly recommend you do when all this quarantine and you know pandemic thing is over, I highly recommend it because it's just a fun show. And there's that dick pic. It's just a fun show, and they always have guests coming on jamming with them. Whoever's in the vicinity in the area, you know, well-known names have all wanted to jam with Steel Panther, and you know they get a bunch of girls on stage and flashing. I mean, you know, they're trying to replicate that 80s atmosphere when that was very commonplace.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
Crazy times.
They even got a drunk Kelly Clarkson on stage. I think
Yeah,
they were in
they do.
Nashville.
yeah,
Oh, that-
yeah,
She
That's
is-
great.
Shit, man, she's smashed.
That was great.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
was fun. I remember that video. And let's see, while you guys are here, please hit the like button. Just take a second, leave a thumbs up on the video. Brian Spalding says Russ Parrish is a great guy. Saw him long ago playing in the FM station in LA with the Atomic Punks, probably early 90s. For those for those that don't know, the Atomic Punks, Russ and Ralphie, who's Mike Starr, played with basically the premier Van Halen cover band of the time.
Yeah.
And they were really terrific. You know, Mike is just
really
an
good.
incredible, mimic of David Lee Roth he could do. And he does a great Ozzy Osbourne too, and a couple of others, but they were really terrific. So yeah, that was early on when they were still doing. They went through a few band incarnations. They were Metal School. They were Metal.
Right.
Let's see, Metal School. Metal Edge was the other aspect of that, right?
There was another one there at the end.
Then there was
Metal-
Danger. Then there was Metal Shop.
Metal
Shop.
That
Metal
was last-
School, and then they were Danger Kitty for the Discover card commercials, which was really what put them on the map. Were these Discover card commercials? Discover was a credit card that I don't even think it's still in effect. But Danger Kitty was basically a parody band that they were joking about in these commercials, and they put out a single called Love Rocket. And they made an actual CD of this song, Love Rocket. You know, get the joke, and they played it all over this Discovered card commercial, and played this, Where Are They Now kind of documentary. Danger Kitty was big in the 80s, but then when the 90s grunge scene hit, they were all out of work, working small jobs like the hot dog stand on the corner of 5th and Elm, and playing concerts no bigger than the Schmaltzer's bar mitzvah. Danger Kitty, and it was very funny. Now, during that Danger Kitty period, the guitar that Satchel was playing was the guitar I have of his. And I'm going to show that, if that's okay right now, Tony.
Yeah, sure. Let's let's get ready for
Drum roll.
this.
Yeah, hold on. Let's.
I got
There
you
you go.
covered.
Look at that thing.
Sweet.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Screenshot.
Yes,
Screenshot.
there it is.
Tony, do you have that photo I sent you of Danger Kitty? I sent you the photo of the cover of the Danger Kitty CD. And, this guitar was in the commercial. It was on the cover of the Danger Kitty CD, and they made a parody issue of Rolling Stone that this was on the cover of as well. And you can see Satchel clearly holding it like right front and center. Let's see if you put this photo up.
You got that, Sandra?
I'm getting it right now. I'm on the hunt.
There it is.
I was going to say I got it if you want to.
Yo, yeah, go ahead, Tom. Thanks.
All right.
Someone got it?
Shoot it over. All right.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
All right, hold on. Let me. I was trying to.
On.
Well, let me show what this is in the meantime. This is a BC Rich Gunslinger blue with pink and white flames, which, obviously pink being my signature color, you can see there. Yep. Pink with a little white heat. And I love BC Rich Gunslinger, so I would have bought this even if it wasn't Satchel's. But I love this. And I had him sign, like I said, I had him sign the cover. The spring cover. I'll show you that. And he signed it Satchel, Danger Kitty.
Nice.
That's kind of fun, right? Yeah, and we had a good laugh over it because he has a poster of himself in Danger Kitty over his bed, and he said, I love that guitar. I got it for the commercials and stuff, but it was not owned by me. I used it, but it wasn't owned by me like I bought it. They bought it for me, and they wanted it back after we did all the work and commercials and stuff and promos. So it belonged to the studio, and it wasn't for sale. Years later, the studio sold out all their stuff, and that's where I got it.
Nice.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and it's, maple neck, reverse headstock. For those that know me and watch Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live on Tuesday nights on YouTube. I've had this on the show before, and I love BC Rich Gunslingers. These necks are so good. They're oiled maple necks, very similar to vintage San Dimas Charvel necks. Nice blue on the background. And you can even see, like, on the back, it has the still all the inventory numbers from the studio, keeping track of their inventory.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
And you notice he put a little dice there as the knob.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
Kind of
You
fun,
should
right?
have that, Tony, from me. I emailed it to you.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, man.
Good.
Give me a second,
Easy as you think to find
everyone.
pictures of that guitar.
Leslie says, I'm surprised Satchel didn't want to buy it back to go with his collection. He would have loved me to sell it back to him, but I'm the guy who buys a lot of celebrity guitars. I'm like a personal Hard Rock Cafe of my favorite players, so it's not for sale at any cost. So
no, it's in the John MANKUTA.
Hey, John, so like down the line, 20, 25, 30 years down the line, will you ever look at opening like a museum because you have such a vast collection? Or is it all private thing for you? I mean,
it's my own collection, so in that essence, it's private. But when you own guitars of certain caliber, like, I showed 2 weeks ago, I showed George Lynch's original Skull and Bones mom guitar.
That was insane.
Which is, one of the most recognizable celebrity guitars of the 80s. Yep. And there it is. That's the Danger Kitty CD. And I didn't... when you own a guitar like that, you kind of have a responsibility to share it with everyone, or you should. A lot of people don't, but I do. I feel if I'm entrusted to be the caretaker of such a relic from the 80s that a lot of people hold memories and nostalgia and warm and fuzzy feelings when they saw, Satchel play this in concert. I'd feel bad to not share it with my friends, my peers, my audience. It's just the wrong thing to do. Put it in a vault and not play it and maintain it and share it. And, people that have been over my house have played like guitars they've dreamed of and seen an audience. And they're like, oh my God, I can play that. Really? It's like, yeah, if George Lynch couldn't hurt this in 20,000 shows, you're not going to hurt it.
They should be played,
right?
And they should be shared. They should be.
You mentioned it before, John. You play all your guitars. You take them out. You care for them. Tune them up. That's what you should do with them. You
have to maintain them. That's one thing I don't like about the Hard Rock Cafe, and that's why I'm glad I rescued Mom out of there. Luckily I was able to get that one out because they rot on those walls. The air is full of French fry grease, and no one oils the boards, and the wood cracks and swells. There you go. Let's see if I can put that on the side there. There you go.
Little Jimmy's picking his nose and flicking it on there. You don't want that.
Yeah, no,
it's horrible.
Nice, very nice.
But that's the thing, you got to share. I like to share with the audience. That's why every Tuesday night I bring a guitar on the air, and whether it's celebrity or not, if it's in my collection and it's cool, I want to share it with everyone. That's what you should do. Some people would never see them any other way, John. They'd never see them if you didn't show them. I know.
Some people weren't alive. The kids that are growing up, they weren't alive when they were there. They can see them in pictures, but I'm like, ooh, this is live.
John, I want to know how speechless was Johnny Bean when he got to play that Van Halen guitar you own? Like, was he just like...
It was the first, out of all the stuff I own, it was the first thing he requested to play. Because he's like, and again, this wasn't like a guitar Eddie had on stage. This was a guitar brought to Eddie by a mutual friend, my Van Halen guitar, and showed Eddie, hey, here's a vintage Charvel with your old red and white stripe. And Eddie, he left it over there. And Eddie's like, yeah, I'm just noodling with it around the house. Next time you're over, I'll give it back to you. And when he gave it back, Eddie had doodled all over it with a black magic marker. He's like, it needed some black stripes and some designs and stuff. So I drew on it and I signed it for you. So it's like, it had that Eddie mojo of just being around his house and, playing on the couch. And that was the first thing out of everything I own. First thing Johnny wanted to see was play that guitar.
That's cool.
Of course.
That's so cool.
CK wants to know, why did George Lynch part with the famous Skull and Bones iconic guitar? In a short little summary of it, during the filming of Dawkins, It's Not Love, Burning Like a Flame video, there was a point where George brought it out of a warm area and onto the top of a ladder of a fire truck during a cold night, and they were filming it driving around. The temperature change had caused a small crack in a part of the wood where the trem connects. And ever since then, it had a little rattle to it on the trem. So George was like, you know what? I have so many other guitars. I'm just going to retire this one. The Hard Rock wanted it. He gave it to the Hard Rock. This was in 87. And then it stood there for 30 years. And then I came to him with the, plan of getting it out of there, along with a Hard Rock Cafe higher up. And we all put our heads together and figured out a way to get something out that was not for sale. And which Hard Rock never gets rid of stuff. They just don't, no matter what it is. They don't. This time we were able to work something out in a one-time thing. I got it out. The now technology wise, you could repair that little wood crack a lot better than you could in 1987. So it was repaired. It played nice, and back into my hands now. So that's why George Lynch got rid of it at the time. So no, CK, it does not rattle anymore. It's solid as a rock now.
That guitar, you showed that about a month ago now, John?
About two weeks ago, right around Halloween.
Yeah,
I think right before Halloween. Yeah.
Go watch that.
Very
episode.
few people knew I had it. Very few people knew I had it.
And
a few people did, because I had some friends over that were guitar nuts, and I was like, "Let me show you something." And it was like, and
I was too. That was my reaction.
That was most people's reaction. But like when I pull it out, excuse me while I whips this out. When I pulled that out for a a buddy of mine and his wife were visiting from England, and he was a George Lynch nut. And he's like, my dream guitar is the Purple Tiger. I had photos of it all over my locker at high school, and there's a poster of it in my wall growing up, and it's my dream guitar. I said, well, today you're gonna, he's like, I'm gonna see it. I said, dude, you're gonna play it. It's like, I'm gonna play it. I mean, you know, it blows your mind when you think, oh my God, this guitar that's like, you know, something iconic and nostalgic for me, you now have in your hands and you're allowed to play it. You know, I'm saying, here, let me strap it on you. Let me plug it in. Have at it, brother. But, you know, I'm the same way. I'm a geek for this stuff. So like when he played that, he was like blown away. And then I said, hey, you know, here's the mom guitar. I mean, his eyeballs almost melted. You know, it was like that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark where it was like, ah! You know. But yeah, so that, you know, I'm happy to share guitars like that with my peers who have the same nostalgia and love for it that I do. And it's a blessing to give someone that opportunity, you know, that loves it just as much as I do, to play it and to see it and take photos with it. Yeah, whatever. You know, and I said to him, I said, no one knows I have this yet, so just keep it under wraps, but you could take photos with it, and one day I'll air it on the show, and then you could, you know, show your friends photos of you playing it, you know?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So cool.
I was amazed at the detail of that guitar, too.
Oh my
like the
God,
detail in that guitar is like, it looks like real bone on the...
Well, there is technically a real bone in it, because that gold tooth was John Garcia, who's J Frog, the guitar builder. That was out of his mouth. That gold tooth is a real tooth with a gold cap, and that's part of the guitar. So if there's ever any question, you want to check the DNA in that guitar.
Yeah, right.
That's a real tooth in there.
Oh, I think I might have found that episode.
Brian Spalding says you could do your own stream where you show like 6 celeb guitars and talk about the stories behind each guitar, have a Q&A session. I mean, well, I do that on Tuesday nights on Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live already on YouTube every Tuesday night. So, I mean, I don't show 6 at once, because then eventually I'd run out and no one would care about me. But like, I do one a week. Every week I bring on a different guitar.
Sometimes 2.
Yeah, thank you for the plug, by the way. Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live. Just add the word live in there. And
that makes my week better, John. I want to just tell you on air, like, thank you so much. Like, honestly, during this time of being stuck at home, and I don't know if everyone knows it doesn't matter, but I teach like special needs kids. So I'm on Zoom like 8 hours a day. Like, so like after I'm done school Tuesday, like that's my release. Make dinner, everything's done for the kids. I can just sit here and just like gut busting laughter watching you like crack me up.
Oh yeah.
So I really appreciate that, man. I really am flattered by that, because you know what, I'm so lucky to have Neanderthal as my on-air partner and be on Johnny's channel, and we have so much appreciation from the fans, especially during the last year. Because the fact is, look, we're in dark times. We're all in dark times. We're all having a rough year, and it's not ending so quick. But you know what? When people come and send us fan mail or gifts or whatever and say, you know, thank you for, you know, I'm going through cancer right now, or I lost my friend to COVID, or I'm just out of work, or, you know, we're all having a bad time and we all need a laugh. So the idea that, you know, Paulie and I are blessed enough on Johnny's show to give a little bright spot in everyone's week. We're so grateful that people tune in and turn to us for that. And we love to do it. We love to make people happy. You know, any laugh that I give to someone, it's a gift to me that I'm making someone's day better. So really, we love our audience.
Oh yeah, it's a great show. Great show.
Yep.
Sandra, have you watched it yet? Have you checked it out yet?
Checked what out?
Have you ever seen Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Every Tuesday.
CK wants to know, what is Fruitcake Tony drinking now?
I know he has a lot of questions, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's very inquisitive.
Very. Is he a stand-up comedian in his normal life? No.
It's the Blue Raz.
I've done stand-up comedy. I'm an on-screen TV actor and film actor and voiceover artist, and I've done stand-up, but it's not like what I prefer to do because I prefer to talk with the audience rather than stand up and do a monologue of 10 minutes of here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke. I like to interact, and when I have someone as funny and talented, it's thank you, man.
Stand-up. Yeah.
I've done stand-up, and it's not that I'm not good at it. I have more fun talking with someone like Paulie, who's just, Neanderthal is my on-air partner on that show, who's just such an amazing talent that I'm so, I have so much fun bouncing jokes back and forth with him that, that's my guy. And Blue Rhino is on the show. There's my boy, my best buddy.
You and
Hashtag chat, we love Blue Rhino.
Love Blue Rhino.
You and Paul, John, are like
Look, someone wants Blue Rhino to run in 2024, John.
I know, right?
Bobo Roadie.
He'll win. He's honest. Yeah. He's got no scandals.
I'll vote for him.
You and Paul on the air are like both riffing at 100%, and it's like gold. It's pure gold.
It's chemistry.
Thank you, man. See, when you have good chemistry, and this is what I'm saying, I'm always so lucky to have Paul to be right there with me. Just, I mean, he makes me laugh and I make him laugh, and we together, come up with craziness. And that's the beauty of it. Mitch Heyman wants to know, do I know Joe Rogan? I don't, but he could buy me dinner if he wants. I mean, I love a free meal. Joe, if you're out there, yeah, absolutely.
He just moved to Texas.
Now, yeah.
Well, then it's barbecue, baby. It's there barbecue,
you go, man.
Which I love. I'm a carnivore, baby.
There you go. That's cool.
And Andrea, no, ignore what Tom is drinking. The only drink we support is Bang Energy drink. Forget what Tom's drinking. Tom found himself trapped in a closet before the show, and he couldn't get out. He's like, I've got to get to 7-Eleven to get some Bang Energy drink, but he couldn't get out. And he's like, oh my God, I got to drink something. Oh no, what? I guess I'll drink this. I'll just hide the label. It's Monster. But Bang is the drink that I promote, and they support us. So Bang Energy drink, delicious. Gives me energy, which I'm lacking clearly.
I had Bang Energy before, but I gave my last one to Mama MANKUTA, and she drank it all. So
that was awesome, man. That was really awesome.
You need a can hugger.
I know.
A can cozy. Yes, CK. Yeah. Fruitcake Tony's drinking a Bang Energy drink.
Yeah.
Different flavors, CK, because I know that's coming next.
They have 20-something.
I wonder how that happened.
They have 20-something flavors, man.
If you had the same one, you could hand it up to him. But
John MANKUTA is drinking mocha flavored, and Fruitcake Tony has blue raspberry.
I actually have two, because I opened this one just as we started the show. This is Mocha Madness, and I had this one a little bit left over of Sour Heads. So I always have two. I always have two when I do a live show, because I usually have like part of one from like the last airing I did, and then I pop a new one open. So, and I usually finish them, by the end of the day. By the way, thank you, Leslie, for the nice words. Thank you.
I'm thinking a drink koozie like this, something like this. That'd be great.
You just put your sock on that.
Yeah.
That's the right. We don't know where that sock's been. Oh my God. What rhymes with sock?
Rock.
Rock. Yeah, rock. Yeah, rock on. Let's see. Someone else asked something. Let's see. Is Fruitcake Tony on that show? No, but he is in the chat when we do Tuesday nights talking guitars and 80s metal live.
We're all
we all try to get in that chat.
Yeah.
It's a lively chat.
It's great action.
And thank you, CK, for the nice words. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. So that was Satchel's guitar. Tony, what else you got there? You got a bunch of cool stuff.
Let's give away a guitar pick.
I like that.
And look at that one. Spotlight that, man. Let's get a good look at that thing so they know what they're playing for. Ooh, let's see here. Steel Panther logo with an animal print on one side. Then you flip it, and who do we got? Is that a Satchel?
That's
awesome. Very cool pick.
That's a great. If you're a Steel Panther fan, you want to win that pick because that's a good one.
Yeah.
And hey, Stafford's Music Studio. I didn't even see you come in.
Hey, David, how you doing,
Blackjack
buddy?
guitar nut.
Han 36 solo. Yeah, he just
Han 36 solo guitar nut. We got a bunch of people in here.
Even if you're new to Steel Panther, that's a cool looking pick overall.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
Tony, what do they have to do to win that pick in our audience?
We're going to ask one question, Steel Panther question, and you will answer in the chat. The first correct answer will be our winner.
good luck, guys.
Good luck to everyone. Test your Steel Panther knowledge.
Yeah. So, all right, let me shift my screen here.
Let me shift my nuts. Hold on.
All
Go ahead.
right, let me see. Now,
Oh, Mitch, that's too much information.
He left out a word.
Yeah, Mitch Heyman, man, you have more staying power than I do.
I know, right?
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty good, Mitch.
He's a goer.
Leslie says it's the first time on your live show, and they're loving it. You guys are great.
Hey,
That's
Dave
great.
Stafford,
Thank you,
awesome
Leslie.
Halloween video. Dave Stafford did a Halloween video with his daughters, and it was amazing. They're throwing hatchets. They're using machetes. They're shooting bows. Like, he's an awesome dad.
Nice. That's the type of dad I want, a violent, weaponizing dad. My dad used to throw hatchets too, but he'd throw them at me.
Jarts. Remember jarts?
Yeah, jarts.
Yeah.
Giant lawn. For those that didn't know what jarts are, giant metal lawn darts that you throw in the air and to the other person. So this thing that could impale you, literally kill you, is being thrown at you by your buddy or your family member.
Or your brother, yeah.
Who came up with this?
We would throw them straight up in the air, and everyone had to try and avoid it. I'm like, what kind of psychos were we? Like,
yeah, I remember when I was a kid. One of my buddies brought a bow and arrow with a razor tip arrow, and he's like, "Look how cool this is!" And he launched it into the air. He's like, "Look how high it's going!" And they were like, "Shit, that's gonna come down!" And we're all in an open baseball field, so there's nowhere. We're scrambling like ants, praying that this thing doesn't like land in our fucking head.
I don't know how we're
This
still
is the
alive.
stupid thing you do when you're a kid. So
I really don't know how I'm still alive. Some of the stupid shit.
don't look
you
at
did.
me, man. My brain damage is probably because I drank from the garden hose.
we would put on thick winter jackets and shoot BB guns at each other.
You'll shoot your eye out.
So that's what happened.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, I know, right?
we survived the 80s.
Yeah.
We can survive anything.
Agreed. Totally agreed.
With no helmets, no knee pad, no shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, just take a skateboard down a big steep hill, no protection.
If you
No
died, you
protection
got up,
is
you
the
shook it
word
off,
here.
and you did it again.
Yeah. The closest we ever came to protection was condoms.
Yeah.
And that's it. And if you fall off your skateboard with a condom on, it doesn't help you much.
No, not really. No. Unless you're falling into it.
The pavement didn't get pregnant.
But I still wore one every day when I skateboarded.
Yeah,
We're sorry, Tony. But, yeah,
yeah. Tony's like, I'm trying to have a trivia. I'm trying to have a trivia
That type of
contest.
protection didn't show up until the 90s, right? At least
I think so.
Never mind.
Grunge ruined everything, so I blame the 90s. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. After Kurt Cobain shot himself, every mother's like, "You better wear a helmet when you ride your bike." What? My bike and a helmet? Well, Kurt Cobain died. All right,
Okay.
Mom. Yeah.
All right, Tony, what do you got?
All
What do you
right.
got, Tony?
All right. Back to the trivia contest to win a Steel Panther pick. A really good one.
Yep.
Question.
Steel Panther. Now, this question, I'm going to give you a little teaser real quick. I'm going to show this question on the screen, but first, let me say that this question, it's a Steel Panther question, but it also pertains to a movie that we have all seen. Right there. All
Star
right.
Wars?
Got your hint.
Yes,
So
that was Luke and
here,
Princess Leia.
It was a young
here
Chewbacca.
is your question. Get ready to type. Which member of Steel Panther had a cameo appearance in the 2001 Mark Wahlberg movie Rockstar?
Here we go. Who's got the first right answer?
Something. No, that's the name of the movie, Mitch.
Oh,
Leslie.
there you go.
Leslie Bevan.
Leslie did it. Leslie Bevan.
Yes.
Well done, Leslie.
Michael Starr.
Let me get down here. Let me get down here. Where is she at?
Well, it could be he. I don't know.
Well, that's his real name, Andrea, but she's a little
There
bit
you
late.
go, Leslie. Congratulations. You are our winner.
Yeah, and
Nice.
either answer would be acceptable.
Right.
Michael Starr or Ralph Senez. So
Right.
it's the same. It's the same. We said member of
Right.
Steel Panther, so
Yep.
that is
Right.
the Steel Panther member. Michael
Congrats.
Starr.
So
Leslie
Very nice.
Leslie, what you're going to do is you're going to go to my YouTube page. The About part at the bottom is an email. Email me your name and address, and I will mail you this guitar pick out Monday morning. We appreciate you being here.
Hell yeah,
As
first time viewer
all of
and
you-
she ain't
Yeah,
a
yeah.
winner.
First time joining
But
us.
you watching next week too, ain't you?
Yeah. She's like, I like this show now, and MANKUTA's my favorite. Oh, he's not on every week. Oh.
So there is Mike Starr doing his audition in the movie, and there is him walking out right before they bring Mark and Jennifer
He looks
in.
so different with that hair.
Right?
Yeah.
Long live rock and roll. Yeah. He didn't sound good on purpose, I guess.
I'm gonna have to go watch that movie
He
tonight.
can really sing. He
Yes.
can really
Oh,
sing.
yeah.
If you haven't seen
sure.
the movie Rockstar, everybody, please go check it
Oh,
out.
yeah. Do
definitely
yourself a
worth it.
favor.
I'm gonna rewatch that
Yeah.
tonight, I think.
Great movie.
And
Great
CK
movie.
wants to know, Fruitcake Tony, do you ship overseas? Well, yeah, because
Yes,
Leslie lives
absolutely.
overseas, of course.
Yep.
Absolutely.
If not,
Yeah.
I'll get on a boat and I will travel there so I get some really proper fish and chips at Leslie's table, delivering the pick by hand.
Correct.
So yeah,
No, absolutely.
of course we do.
Each week, anywhere you are, if you're the winner, absolutely.
For sure.
Or
And hit the like button if you're watching right now. Even if you didn't win the pick, hit the like button. Just a little thumbs up button on the video, please.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
and also, if you guys and gals like shirts and caps, you can help support the channel. You can get a
Put
shirt.
it this way,
or a
Tony,
cap.
put it to him this way. Do you wear clothes?
No, I don't.
Sometimes.
From the
Not
waist up.
usually.
From the waist up.
And
even
I
better.
will ship worldwide at no extra cost. There's one price, a shirt or a hat. Nice shirts and nice caps.
They are too.
Yeah, the logo's
Um,
terrific. It has the Fruitcake Tony logo and a pick with a peace symbol on it in blazing orange against black. I have one, and we gave a couple away on Johnny Bean's show during the Halloween contest that were very popular. So you want one of these because these are cool. These are very cool.
They're in the merch store on my channels, a video of them. But yeah, if you want one of those anywhere in the world, absolutely.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Nice.
Look at that. Look at that thing.
Very cool.
There
Very
you go,
cool.
Leslie.
And Leslie
be-
said, "I'll put the fryers on." So I'm guessing that's for you, John. You're gonna get your
Yeah,
cookies
man.
with
Hey, listen, the way to a man's heart
proper.
the way to a man's heart is through his crotch, but there's another way to a man's heart, and that's through his stomach. And you could better believe I love to eat. I'm a big boy.
We give away a guitar pick every week. It's a new artist spotlight each week. And we give a guitar pick away of that band or artist. So yeah, lots of fun. A new question each week.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Janice.
What do you got on there?
Canucks with guitars.
Canucks with guitars. Nice. And no one wears it as well as Sandra.
Thank you.
It looks way better on you than me. Even though it looks good on me, it really looks good on you.
Oh yeah.
Sandra being beautiful really helps sell the merch better than, hey, MANKUTA, take the shirt off. Give it to Sandra, man. You're not a good model, MANKUTA.
Yeah, I buy these clothes and I'm like, it looks so good. Oh, it was on a model in the picture.
That's why. Yeah, Sandra just smiles and the merch sells.
Yeah,
I smile and they're like, "What are you smiling about, you ugly pink fuck?"
Just tell them it's gas.
Thank you, MANKUTA. And thank you, CK.
Hello there, David Stafford. Awesome show
Sandra is
last night,
beautiful, right?
dude.
Stafford's Music Studio. How are you, man? Nice to have you. What else you got of Steel Panther, Tony? You have all sorts of cool shit.
That's it.
You just gave it all away.
You got it all.
Right? He's like, this was the jewel of my collection, and now it's gone. That's why there's only one episode per band.
I have a couple of those satchels, so yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Not as cool as the one Leslie won, though. That's the coolest.
That one's awesome.
Right.
Capo Spazin, welcome, man. So, how many of you guys in the chat have seen Steel Panther? Have you guys all seen Steel Panther, or who has and has not yet in their lifetime seen them live? Because it's great seeing the videos. It's great hearing the songs. Obviously, support them by buying their CDs. But how many of you have really seen the live show? Because it's really, really good. So Leslie has seen them. All right. Brendan Buttcheeks has seen them.
Yeah.
Sandra, have you seen them live?
I have not seen them live.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
But now that I've done a video on them and I've researched them and I've listened to interviews and I've watched different videos, they just seem like a real fun bunch. So I would go see them live because I know it would be a blast.
Andrea has seen them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Stafford's Music Studio has seen them. Tom, have you seen them live?
I have not. That's one of the, I think, fun party bands I would like to see live. Is them?
Hey, Capo, we don't use that word, so don't put it in the chat. I'm gonna give you a chance to delete it yourself before I boot you out.
So I haven't. I would really like to see them, and it's all the other band I would like to see live that kind of has the same party energy. I think is John. You might be familiar with Halen.
Nerd Halen, one of my other favorite party bands. The great Caleb Rappaport doing an incredible job of replicating Eddie Van Halen's skills.
Like every little nuance, like insane.
Yeah, and they're fun. Hal Sparks is their frontman, and Hal has done a lot of comedy TV, and they're just if you like Van Halen and you like comedy in the same vein of Steel Panther, but with Van Halen, you want to go see Nerd Halen. They're terrific. They're just terrific.
So them and Steel Panther, who I really want to see live once music opens up. I'll go see anything, but I mean, just because so much fun, so much energy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Antonia, have you seen Steel Panther yet?
I have not. I have not.
Oh,
They
wow.
are on.
I'm gonna
They
forget
are. They are on my. They have been on my list.
Mhm.
But I just can't get them to North Carolina. You know.
When we get through all this, they will come back.
They'll tour.
They'll tour nicely, and people love them. People love them. I've never heard a person unhappy coming from a Steel Panther show.
They
And look,
seem to.
Leslie's going to go with Sandra. Leslie wants to go see him with
I
Sandra.
saw that.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, Leslie.
Be fun.
Tense Kid wants to know what fruitcake means. Go rewind to the beginning of the re-airing of this video. We tell the whole origin of Fruitcake Tony's name. We do.
Or you can go to Fruitcake's channel and he has a video dedicated to why people call him Fruitcake Tony.
My explanation's better. Don't do that. Just watch the video from the beginning. Trust me, it's worth it. You'll want to hear it. And Janice wants people to come see her after all this is over, because Janice also plays live.
I will. I'm close to where
Lala.
Janice is. I live close to Janice, so I'll definitely be checking her out.
I would love to see Janice live.
I'll make the trip up. It's drivable. I think it's 5 or 6 hours for me, but it's drivable.
It's closer than that, I think, Tom.
From where I am?
Well, maybe not. I don't know. Well, she's in New York near me.
Yeah, I'm 30 minutes west of Philly. So
all right. So that's about it's about
3 hours.
3.5, 4 hours.
It would take me a few days.
Well, I'm in Hollywood, California, but I also have a home base in New York. That when pandemic is over, I can go return to sometimes. Right. And so I would go see Janice out of there. Sweet. Out of New York, my hometown.
John, is Mom watching the show right now?
Mom is not watching the show right now. She's probably being miserable over my father, but she's writing down complaints to read to me later. But I could give her a message.
Oh, that's right. Janice is from Stamford, Connecticut, not New York.
The tri-state area. Connecticut's a short drive from New York.
It's like
it's worth it. It's worth it to see a live show.
Just over the border.
Yeah. So my mom's right now probably writing down complaints about something just to remind me. The mailbox squeaks. When can you send one of your friends over to oil the mailbox door? It drives me nuts because the mailman comes at 10 in the morning. I'm still sleeping in. All of a sudden I hear, I thought someone's outside screaming, but it's him just opening the little mailbox. What do I do about that? I can't go out there. I don't even know where your father keeps oil or WD-40 or something like that. And every morning, I thought there was a witch dying on my driveway. I don't know. You got to do something about it, John.
You were right, Brendan. It's only about 3 hours from my place to Stamford.
Yeah.
Stamford, Connecticut. Yeah,
it's quick.
CK, he's vaping some mango flavored stuff. He doesn't smoke anything.
Yeah, it's just vape.
I don't.
It's still not good for you, man. Still got to get you to quit.
I know.
No better time to be healthy than during a pandemic.
I know. Well, it gets me by. It eases the edge.
Vaseline eases the edge, but
Oh, I thought that was eases the tip. I mean,
that stops the chafing.
Definitely, it's Well, I got to get them on as a sponsor.
All I heard was edging. I'll leave it at that.
Nothing goes with a thick, hard can of Bang energy drink like Vaseline brand lubricant, Vaseline brand petroleum jelly.
Let me ask
what do you plan on doing with that can?
Yes.
Let me ask you, B.
Yeah.
Have you got any stuff going on now that the holidays are getting here? You making any guitar?
There are some things that I've got going on. A few I can't talk about at the moment. But I'm going to be at an art show actually in a few weeks. You know, Thanksgiving weekend. After Thanksgiving, where I'll sell some guitars and lamps and some other stuff. And actually, today I'll be a guest on another show that we that we know and love, and I'll be talking about how to build one and how I came up with it and all that other stuff. And
which show? Which show?
Sandra's show.
Well, plug it.
Plug it.
Don't keep us guessing. Plug it.
Coming up at 6 p.m. Central Time, we have special guest Brendan Boyce joining the Communication Breakdown, where we learn how to take one of these and make it into one of Tony. Flash to Brendan.
One of these. One of these.
Let's spotlight that. There
you go.
Nice.
We're gonna learn how to build a cigar box guitar.
Nice. This is an educational episode.
It is.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool. So if you're watching now, check that out later on.
Yeah.
Oh look, my mom in the chat. Oh, John, your dad's driving me nuts. That's true. My phone is ringing more than 911 and always with the same type of emergencies.
Nice.
That's funny.
That's great.
Nice. Holy moly.
Sounds like you can hear her typing.
Good times.
Yeah. You guys and gals, you can see John every week.
Okay.
There's still a word missing, but
talking guitars and 80s metal live.
The word live should be right.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
it's right over there.
Yeah.
Johnny Bean TV.
Yeah, Tuesday nights.
I didn't make that banner. I had nothing to do with it.
8:00 Eastern Standard Time, 5 Pacific. Tuesday nights every week, talking guitars and 80s metal live, where I do fun metal comedy with Neanderpaul and myself and Johnny Bean live for a couple hours every week. Come in, laugh with us, have some fun, talk metal, talk about my mother and sex and all sorts of craziness.
None in the same sentence, though.
Yeah, exactly. Not sex with my mother. Not sex with me. Well, we've talked about that too, but not with me.
How's that? Is that better?
There you go.
Perfect.
Exclamation point after live, but that's it. We get the idea. Because it's not talking guitars and 80s metal live. It's talking guitars and 80s metal live.
One more
live.
thing.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a very high energy show. It really is.
Yes, it is.
And that's on Johnny Bean TV if you go on YouTube. And there's this video. If you're bored right now, well, not right now, but later on after Sandra's show, go on, check out some of the reruns. They're a lot of fun, and there's a million of them.
Yeah.
I think we're on a millionth episode or something.
Her show is in about an hour from right now, and let's recognize her right now. She plays a huge role in the production of this show.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Sandra.
Oh, you're welcome.
Pokorney, me love you long time.
Yeah. I love you too, Mink.
Yeah. My buddy. What's that?
What is that?
Who is? Get back in the box. Get back in the box.
JoJo's out.
Oh boy.
I think that was my son from the other room.
Oh.
Yelling about some video game accomplishment.
Nice.
Right.
Thank you, Mitch Heyman.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mitch.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Tense kid, he wears sunglasses because he wants to.
Yeah, it's an image. Why does Slash have hair in his mouth? Because it's an image. It's a good image.
Why do I wear a compass? To
I
detect
agree,
ghosts.
Brian Spalding.
Large
He said-
screen, lots of lights.
Brian Spalding said Sandra's the best moderator I've seen so far in any streams.
Yeah.
Oh, she is. Absolutely.
Goddamn right, man. I'm the best it's ever
She's-
been.
She's on top of her game. She's on top of her media game in general on all platforms. And
That's
you
a
know.
mix of beauty and brains right next to me. Right there.
and hard work too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
For sure.
It's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys and girls, we're going to wind it down. I want to thank Mr. Tom, Mr. Brandon, Sandra, the awesome John MANKUTA. Thank you for being here. You're the best, dude.
You guys are the best. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Look at that.
That's
I love that.
so gorgeous. The guitar's
So
nice
gorgeous.
too. The guitar's nice too. Nice.
There it is. Danger Kitty.
Oh yeah.
Danger
cool.
Kitty.
Very
Love
cool.
Rocket. Love Rocket. That's a great song. You can go on YouTube and check out that Danger Kitty Discover commercial. Just look for Steel Panther Discover card. You'll find it. You'll laugh your ass off. It's very funny. And
Nice.
congratulations to Leslie for
Yes.
winning tonight's contest. And that
Congratulations.
very cool guitar pick is on its way.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Leslie, thanks for being here. Let me ask you one last question, John. Steel Panther in on some show or some movie, they were the house band in the background or something. What is that?
They played themselves in, let's see. What was it? I'm going to look it up real quick because
Anybody in the chat?
I know this. I do know this. Hold on. Hold on.
Leslie might know this.
You don't win anything
Andrea
for it,
might
Leslie. Let's see. They were on Discovery Drew Carey's show as themselves. Yeah, they were themselves in the Drew Carey show.
And wasn't the name Steel Panther based off of the name from the band, from the movie Rockstar? They were called
Steel Dragon.
Dragon.
But
That's
they're Steel Panther. So
Right. So it's
You're gonna have
close.
to get
I
a
guess,
Steel
but-
Dragon t-shirt somehow.
yeah, Steel Dragon has some cool merch too, man.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Thanks for all the nice comments in the chat.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you,
that.
everybody. Really great to guest on this show with you guys and girl, and thank you to the audience in the chat. If you're watching and you had fun, which why wouldn't you have? Leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe because it's free.
Free's good.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome. All right, guys and girls.
So get ready to
We-
watch Communication Breakdown in an hour.
Yep, in an hour.
Grab a sandwich
Everybody come
now.
on back.
Get ready.
Yep. All right.
Someone's phone's
John,
buzzing.
Tom, B,
That was me. Sorry.
you guys hang out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
Everybody, we appreciate you being here today. We'll be back next week with another episode of Show Me Your Pick. Thank you.